Hello, everyone. I am so excited. It's Allison here from Determined to Shine, and I am coming to talk to you tonight about the Determined to Shine cookbook. Now, we've had a lot of new people join our community in the last month, so some of you are probably going, "You're an art journaling group. Why would you have a cookbook? And what are you talking about?" So, let me catch everyone up. We are creating a community cookbook. You've probably seen these around before. Churches often do them, schools often do them. It's very common as, a way for people to share recipes with each other. And so I thought one day, as I was using a community cookbook from my former employer, we did one where I used to work, like, why not do one with everyone from Determined to Shine, right? Because our community is so close knit. And so much of that is because we're sharing from our hearts, like our experiences and our art and just what people are going through. Like, we're a really supportive group. Like, we have almost 8,000 members and none of them are trolls. Like, it's such a positive group that even when we're sharing hard things, I love how beautiful everyone is to each other. So I wanted to create a way for us to strengthen that community and take that bond, like, even outside of the craft room. And so many of you have gotten to know each other, like, at our various retreats and events and even in our online classes, but this is just a way to take that further. And, in cultures around the world, it's a very common thing that sharing food together and sharing a meal together creates a bond. So this is a great way for us to do that virtually, since we can't all sit down with everyone. And I also think it's just a great way for people to support each other's goals. I mean, people have a lot of challenges sometimes with food and those kind of things. And I think this is just a way for us to bring that, like, Determined to Shine healing magic, like, into the kitchen. So we are creating a cookbook. So to that end, yeah, I'm just really excited, and we're kind of in the home stretch, which is really exciting. So if you wanted to submit and you haven't been able to, I'm giving you one more week. So until April 6th, you can submit your recipes. The instructions to submit are on the cookbook page where you're either watching this video, or if you're watching it on Facebook, there's a link above. You can find it. Um, and it's really very easy to type in your recipe right into the system, which I recommend if you're able to. If for whatever reason that isn't working for you, you can always send an email with your recipe or even a photo of your recipe. I don't want to have, like, a technology glitch be a reason that you don't participate. So just do whatever you need to do to get that into our hands, and I will make it happen and we'll get it included for you. I do have just a handful of slots left for submitting artwork. So, or for considering artwork, I should say. So, artwork is being used on the cover of the book, which you can see the design for that is done on the cookbook page, as well as the dividers of the cookbook. So, like, the pages that say, like, beverages or main dishes or desserts all have art from Determined to Shine community members on them. So if you wanted to do that, also again by April 6th, if you have already submitted artwork and I have not replied to you, my apologies. I have a lot to get through, and I really wanted to let as much of it as possible come in before I make those final choices. I wish I could use everyone's art. Space, unfortunately, just isn't unlimited for the color artwork. Whereas with the recipes, we really can use almost everything. So if you submit a recipe, there's like a 99.9% chance it will be in there. I would let you know if something's wrong with it. The only way something would be kicked out is if there's, like, an error in the recipe that I can't get a hold of you to fix or something like that. Or if we get like 17 recipes for the same thing, but that has not happened. So really, we are using pretty much all of the recipes that come in. So if you wanted to submit artwork, you can find the instructions for that again on the cookbook page. And if I have contacted you about using your artwork, please make sure you send your files over. If you've sent your files over and again, you haven't heard from me, I am just still working on that. You should hear from me in the next week or so. So if you want to contribute and haven't yet, that's how to do that. Otherwise, it's time to pre-order your copy of the cookbook. So that ordering information is also on the website, either below this video if you're already there, or again, if you're on Facebook, click the link above and then scroll down and you'll find a spot to order your cookbook. A couple of you were having trouble ordering more than one copy. I have fixed that, so you can now order as many as you need to. The cookbook is available to be shipped anywhere in the world. However, unfortunately, shipping prices are not cheap internationally. So I apologize that the rates are high for those of you overseas. I'm actually charging you slightly less than what it is going to cost me to ship them to you. I really felt that I wanted everyone to be able to participate. And again, like, this cookbook is a community project. It's not something that like Determined to Shine is making money on. So, like, once we pay for shipping and printing and editing and all of that, like, it's just a gift. It's a gift from me to you. And so everyone is, you know, covering the cost of their cookbook for all of us to participate. So Determined to Shine is covering some of that international shipping cost, which I know when you see it, you might be like, but believe me, it would be more. And that was, like, again, my decision just to make it as easy as possible. If you are overseas, shipping more copies to you gets significantly cheaper. So if you're near someone else in the Determined to Shine community and you want to order multiples, that may help. Otherwise, I do have oh, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I have an ebook version available. And if you're getting the ebook, I do still need you to pre-order, because that pre-order will help pay for the ebook production, because that, again, is an additional cost for Determined to Shine to cover. So you can pre-order an ebook copy, and I do ask that if you like, if you want a copy for yourself and someone that lives outside of your home as an ebook, that I would ask that you order too, because that just kind of, it keeps things honest. When I send that ebook file to you, like, if you want to personally put one on, like, your own Kindle and your partner's Kindle who lives in the house with you, that's totally fine. But anyone outside of your household, I would ask to be a separate purchase. So that is the scoop on that. I'm really excited. I worked really hard to keep the cookbook cost as low as possible. It's $12. It has full color art. It has, as of right now, almost 300 recipes. We still could get more coming in the next week. So it's a total value. You could never get that many recipes in a bookstore, in a cookbook. And it's also going to have little art journaling tips and things throughout. Some really fun, just ways to use kitchen-inspired items in your art journals, because I want to keep that theme going. So it really is an awesome value. I think it's going to be such a fun project. And we are, just because someone asked earlier, there is information included on how to convert between metric and imperial measurements. So depending on where you live in the world, you know, your cooking measurements might be different than others. So we will have that covered so everyone can participate. So I am super excited. I think it's going to be just a really amazing project and such a fun way for our community to connect. Gracie has decided to start barking. Come here, puppy. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Is Gracie going to say hi? You want to say hi to everyone? Say hello, Gracie. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's Gracie. Anyway. So from my heart to yours, I hope you love the cookbook. And that should be everything you need to know. As always, please let me know if you have questions. Gracie clearly needs my attention, so I'm going to turn to her and say love you lots. Bye.